There is an island around 25 miles off the coast of Brazil, which many call the most dangerous place on Earth, and there is good reason to. This island is covered in thousands of deadly snakes. Ilha de Gramado Grande, nicknamed Snake Island, is fairly small, just over 100 acres, but what's on the island is far more interesting. On the island, thousands of golden lancehead pit vipers live there, the only place in the world this species can be found. The island used to be joined by land to the mainland, but rising sea levels isolated the area and the snakes on them. Over time, these snakes evolved into an entirely separate species, the golden lancehead pit viper, a perfect example of evolution and Charles Darwin's idea. The reason it was necessary for these snakes to evolve was that there was very little food on the island. In fact, the only food source these snakes live off is two types of birds. So, in order to catch these birds more easily, they had to get more venomous poison and be able to kill these birds in one go rather than give them the chance to fly away. That's why these snakes are so dangerous and they're so poisonous. So just how many snakes are there then? Some older estimates guessed it at 400,000 to 500,000 snakes, but considering the island is only 430,000 square meters, that seems slightly ridiculous. More recent estimates put it at 2 to 4,000, so maybe that's more accurate, but people don't really know. There's not a lot known about this island, and researchers don't often visit this island since it is so dangerous. But even going by a low estimate of 4,000 snakes on the island, that is still one for every 10 meters squared. In the jungle though, it is likely to be far more snakes, and the snake population will be much denser since that's where most of the snakes live, rather than living on the rocky outcrops and along the edges of the island like the beaches. Most of the snakes are believed to live deep within the jungle. If you are stranded on this island, you would not want to go into the jungle. You'd want to stay around the edges, on the beach. But even if you were there, it would still be truly terrifying to be surrounded by thousands of snakes. Unfortunately, this nightmare became a reality for a group of 6 fishermen who abandoned their fishing boat to go to the island. 2 of them were too scared to even go off the boat though, so they stayed on board the sinking ship, rather than face the snakes on Snake Island. This shows how terrifying it must have been, and how scared people are of this island, because they'd rather face certain death than go to this place. The 4 fishermen that did go to the island stayed on the beach, drinking rainwater and picking up bananas from the very edge of the jungle, and then 3 days later they were rescued by a tourist boat. As far as I can see, all of them survived. However, there is very little information, and much of this is just coming from local rumours posted on the internet. I can't really prove or confirm too much of this, so you have to take what you're hearing with a pinch of salt. That particular event took place about 2 years ago, but another one from the 1920s is far more shocking. The story goes that the lighthouse operator on the island was killed along with his family when snakes entered through a window. They were trying to escape to their boat, but then snakes came down from trees and bit them. Now, once again, I can't really prove if this is true or false, but I do believe this is probably true. However, there is not a whole load of evidence to support it. Once again, if you do know anything more about this or have done some extra research yourself, please do let me know. I am genuinely interested. You might think it would be crazy to go to this island and that it would mean certain death, but poachers are alleged to have visited the island to capture some of the snakes, which sell on the black market for thousands of dollars. These poachers are having an effect on the island's snake population, but as far as we can see, there aren't really enough of them to do anything major to the population, and the snake are so well equipped at what they do. These snakes only live on this one tiny island, so they're critically endangered because there is just not enough space for the population to grow anymore. The future for these snakes doesn't look too great. Eventually the effects of inbreeding will probably kill off the species, but who knows? Maybe when climate change pushes up sea levels further, there could be more islands like this created, separated from the rest of the world, and left alone to evolve into a completely new species. So that's the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy it and maybe you learned something too. When I first found out about this, I was so fascinated because it sounds like something you'd see in a horror film. But no, this is an actually real place. You can look it up if you want, and I'd love to hear some of your thoughts in the comments. If you did enjoy, then I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, because it does help the channel out so much, and even just giving the video a like just tells the YouTube algorithm that they should push the video more, and it really has a massive effect on my channel. It really helps promote my videos more. So if you do really want to help support me, then subscribing, giving the video a like is the best way to do so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day and goodbye.